After 3 years, we finally got an update to the Apple Watch SE, and this is now the cheapest way to get the brand new Apple Watch from Apple. So is this worth getting? Let's discuss. So to be clear, this is not my first smartwatch. I also own a second generation Moto 360. So after about a week with the Apple Watch SE, I can say that I prefer the square watch over the round Moto 360, because the text, notifications and menus do not get cut off at the edges. The trade-off is that the Apple Watch might look more like a computer on your wrist, and it technically is. Just look at the health and safety features Apple is marketing for their watches. This leads me perfectly to one of the new features: car crash detection. And thank God I haven't been able to test this feature, nor have I any intention of testing this feature. I'm just gonna take Apple's word for it and hope that it works as advertised. Another thing that I found on Apple Watch SE that I was surprised to find because I thought that was an Apple Watch Ultra exclusive is Backtrack. This feature lets you find your way back if you get lost when hiking or just are out in the wild. And then you have the workout app, which lets you track your workouts. And this has become my most used app because I want to close those activity rings, and closing those rings have been way more motivating than I first thought. That was one of the reasons why I got the Apple Watch in the first place, or at least to be able to track my health. So how is this as a smartwatch? So I do wish this watch hadn't always on display, because sometimes when I want to check the time, the watch doesn't turn on when I trying to check it discreetly. So how is the battery life then? For my usage, it can in theory last me 2 days with tracking workouts and sleep tracking. Sleep tracking, by the way, is fantastic, and the way you're waking up by what feels like some tapping on your wrist is amazing. When I wake up after a day of use and a night with sleep tracking, the watch still has 53% left on the battery consistently, regardless of how long I have used the workout app to track my walking. That means in theory I would have about 6% left after 2 days of usage. But the thing is, when I put my watch on the charger, it takes somewhere between 60 to 75 minutes to go from 53% to 100%. And yes, I know the charging speed goes down after hitting 80%, but when I'm ready within an hour every morning and are ready to leave, it would be nice if the watch was fully charged. And especially since this was a feature that was introduced in the Series 6, and I can't see how including this feature would take away sales from the Series 8. Thankfully, there is a power saving mode that, according to Apple, will extend the battery life from 18 hours to 36 hours. And on the Apple Watch SE, it only disables background heart rate measurements, heart rate notifications, and irregular rhythm notifications. So if you don't care about those features, go ahead, leave it on, and enjoy the battery life. The Apple Watch SE is basically the Apple Watch experience boiled down to its essence. So if you want to try out an Apple Watch for the first time, or maybe buy one for a kid or an elderly, the Apple Watch SE is the best Apple Watch you can get for the money. So let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.